Howdy folks, I'm the Backwards Hunter and welcome back to Tactical Breach Wizards. And we're dropping right back into it. We just finished that one mission. Now we're the Chapel of the Closed Fist. Last week. Oh, this is the recording. With the greatest respect, Chaplain, I think this is a gross overreaction. The insurgency will blow over. It always does. If we commit to the war with Medill now, we can't play that card for another 5 years. It's not about the rabble-rousers, Felgo, it's about the mana. My singers in Laboli have seen the test firsthand. The damn stuff is militarized now. It's not a theory, it's working. And the world's supply sits beneath a country that is rightfully ours. Haran is right. We cannot let faithless nations build armies of casters while we sit handcuffed to our principles. We're not considering using it ourselves, I trust. The Pantheon's edicts have been very clear. I'll tell you what the Pantheon says when I've damn well written it. I won't be the chaplain who let Kaelin's last chance at supremacy slip through our fingers. We move on Medill. I'll announce it in Friday's sermon. Holy shit. Was that as bad as it sounds? So much worse than we dared to hope. We wanted something with a kick. We got nitroglycerin. The Medill stuff is what we wanted. I never dreamed he'd just openly admit they lie about the Pantheon. Am I gonna derail things if I ask for a primer on the Pantheon? You know we honor our dead here, right? More than honor, you'd call it worship. The chaplain claimed that our priests can hear them all. Speaking as one, that's the Pantheon. There's a history to the real thing, but the chaplain's version is just a free pass to claim everyone we've ever loved is asking us to do what they want. And now, we have the head of the church and state outright admitting they make it up. This is fucking checkmate. God, I hope Hesiod saw that before he was blown. I'd kill to go down knowing that I got these bastards this good. Should get some moderates fired up. Doll size. Probably not. Seriously? Now we hit the other brick wall we've been fighting. You can leak this on the free net tonight. Only tech-savvy kids with jailbroken phones will see it. They're already with us. The chapel controls legal internet and every TV station. Also, the cat's right here. Everywhere your centrist dad gets his information. We can't get through the chapel's base till we break down that wall. But this is the megaton that we drop when we do. Surely it'll make waves outside of Kaelin. It might make the news, but what good does that do us? What information is new here? Your countries already know the chapel. The chapel is a surveillance state dictatorship with a mandatory religion enforced by police brutality. Hasn't moved any of them to action in the last 20 years. The DSR did impose sanctions, and the people of Kaelin thank you for cutting us off. The chapel didn't want foreign goods reaching us anyways. It just means the only tech we have access to is made by the institution we're fighting. Fair point, I'll shut up. Doll size again. I'm not trying to shut you down, I'm just tired. Tired of being told we have the world's most support by nations that won't commit a single dollar to actual support. We're not even asking for troops. A shipment of freenet phones would have turned the tide in Chalice Square 5 years ago. Is there a plan to get this out? I've heard rumors. There's a strike ready to go, but just waiting on a payload worth the blood price. Could be bullshit though, I'm just a soldier. They don't tell me what I'm hitting next till it's time to hit it. I might spill it to foreigners like you. Slight smile. Sounds like a tomorrow problem. Yeah, I don't want to spend tonight talking politics. Wins this big don't come around too often in a fight like ours. It's an old military tradition from the 1600s. If your victory spared more blood than it cost, you drink you drink the difference in claret. We drink the blood of the dead? No, it's the blood of the living, right? She gets it. Can't speak to symbolism, but the blood math checks out. Come on, we got 3 cases of 1475 we liberated from a minister's cellar. And he would fucking explode to know that foreigners and faith traders were the ones who got to drink it. A few friends who joined the Pantheon today. We carry their voices, and their voices carry us. And to the many who didn't, thanks to the foreigners with the dirty tricks and ridiculous hats. Ah, here we go. Let's start getting the Kalen situation on here. Dal Sabine. Likes trucks, dogs, wine, welding, brutally strong cheese. Dislikes. I've dedicated my life to getting the regime that's choking my country. You're really asking me what I dislike? Oh, but put olives. Fuck olives. I like if salt could fall. Oh, come on. Olives aren't that bad. Hobbies. Sometimes I break into the Parkside Vehicle Depot and jam defective tear gas grenades inside the condensers. So next time they roll up to chase us, they'll choke on their own fucking smoke. Used to play hockey. Oh. Doll's an icon of the Kalani resistance. Every DSR news piece on it still uses that photo for smashing into the wall of riot priests at Chalice Square. That photo? What photo? Show me. We always assumed she was one of them who defected, but apparently she never was. She stole the armor from one she killed, because she's fucking hardcore. She used to fix cars. I still fix cars. Now she fixes and customizes her own outfit. Cool. At the rebel hideout. Not actual location, ob. We didn't realize how urgently we'd need a safe house when we got to Kalen, so thank God Dahl took us in. We're in some disguised maintenance tunnels beneath the old city. It's one of the many hideouts the Resistance used to plan ops against the chapel. Oh, the chapel. Chapel is both church and state in Kalen. It started harmlessly enough, a stricter interpretation of choirism, which has always been Kalen's primary religion. No, Chapel engaged in ethnic cleansing as early as the 50s. I see. But since most of Kalen's secular groups split off to form Medill in the 70s, the literal fascists have gained tighter and tighter control over Kalani's lives and freedoms. This is why I asked you to write this one, Chet. No, Kulandi was the national face before 1720. That's where Kalen comes from. Fine. All you need to know is we're fighting for the right to elect our own leaders, the right to worship any or no religion, publicly accountable justice system, the release of all surviving persons incarcerated without trial. All four are classified as heresy. Yeah, that's kind of fucked. What's Medill? Medill declared independence from Kalen in the Septic Revolt of 1970. Since then, it's suffered repeated invasions from foreign powers looking to secure its natural resources, including the world's primary supply of the mineral used to make synthetic mana. These days, the DSR occupies Medill with a force almost entirely composed of contracted reactor troops, but now reactor have gone rogue. Chapel leaders have often claimed Medill still rightfully belongs to Kalen, but this is the first time since that revolution that it's come to outright war. So, please fact check. The Kalen stuff is close enough. Ask him at Dylan about the rest. And how this recording fits in. Chapel of the Closed Fist. Apparently the chapel's key institutions are each modeled after a core value they preach. The Closed Fist is about showing no mercy to the faithless. And this is where they plan their military ops. The Resistance got an agent inside and recorded the first chaplain being way too honest about their reasons for invading Medill. Chapel of the Civic Tongue. All state-authorized media in Kalen is controlled from this huge tech hub. From TV channels to the state-sanctioned internet, if you want to get something in front of the average Kalani family, then it has to come from here. Unread. The recording. Chapel would kill or suppress this. A resistant agent managed to record the first chaplain telling his advisors are only invading Medill to secure its mana mines, and that they've been lying about communing with the dead to justify it. If enough people see this, it could make an actual difference in Chapel's stranglehold on Kalen. recording revealed the motives of the Chapel's Closed Fist. Or should I say just the chapel? It's made at the Chapel of the Closed Fist. Must be broadcast at the Chapel of the Civil Tongue. Okay. We obtained the recording, all of which adds up to okay, mana dust from the mines in South Medill. First ingredient in synthetic is beryllium calcite, most of the world's supply comes from the mines in southern Medill. It's been a valuable resource. In the energy industry for decades, but now there's whispers of reactor finding a military use for synthetic mana. Global powers like Chapel are taking even keener interest in controlling it. In a mines beneath the central reserve, rest ingredient. So because the ESR has always been shady about where they were mining it for. Now there's whispers of reactor finding military use for synthetic mana. It's coming pretty obvious. Now global powers. Chapel. Okay. Motive for invasion is the mana dust. As a military use for mana dust. Yeah, it all makes sense to me. No rush, we want to rearrange it or go over the details though. Up further. Oh. We got some more dreams. And we've got some chats. We'll do the chats. You've been quiet since we got to Kalen. It's because we're wasting our time here. Overthrowing a fascist regime and stopping war. It's not our fight. We should be focused on Kennedy. It's urgent. The stakes are huge and we can help. You can help. Later. I've got 6 months to live. I want to make damn sure Kennedy hits the morgue before I do. My god, Dessa, I had no idea it was that short. I'm sorry. Don't be. I just threw that out for effect. Truth is, there aren't enough cases for an accurate prognosis. So I get to live in limbo till it happens. That's awful. I'm sorry. I get that it's personal with Liv, but can I just make the Kalen case to you? It seems inevitable. This might be the war we're here to stop. I'm not here to stop a war. I'm here to kill the piece of shit who locked me up and forced me to serve her at gunpoint. Okay, that's why you came, but as a doctor, when there's a crisis, why don't you drop everything to help? When I was a surgeon, maybe. With this power, my craft, I can save people no one else can. And that's my focus now. Someone else can help Kalen. Only we can stop Kennedy. Zen's the only one who can react before she hits. You're the only one with the tools and talents to track her. And I'm the only one who can resurrect you when you get yourself killed again. What if only we... You think I'm talented? Don't get it twisted. It's just a fact. Jen doesn't know where to look. You found me in the middle of the desert in another country inside of 2 days, while on the lam. What else would you call it? Actually found you the same night, but we had to wait for a ferry. You took the ferry to break me out? We don't have a chopper. You couldn't spring for flight? We're on the lam! Ugh, should have stuck with the Mafia. What if only we can help Kalen? We're scalpels, not hammers. I'm new at it, but it seems like fighting a regime with 1,000 times your manpower is very much a scalpel problem. You got a medical degree, you can tell what's a scalpel problem. It's not a degree level analogy, Dessa. We can all grasp the concept of precision. Ooh, does she have a spine in there somewhere? Did it take a medical degree to figure that one out? Hell yes. More spicy gen in future, please. I feel like you were losing this argument, and you've somehow made it about me, but in a sort of nice way that's making me feel weird and unable to refocus. That was the play, yeah. Okay. We have no leads anyway, why not help out till we do? Because it's a huge risk. Chapel don't kill people if they can help it. They lock them up so they can't be martyrs. Killed, I can fix. Captured, I can't. I've been jailed 2 times this week. As long as I have this gun, there won't be a third. Is this gonna be a problem? One more. You've got me for one more chapel op. Then I'm back on Kennedy, with or without you. I'd prefer with. Alright. So you're still a believer after all this? I'm a chorist. That's my faith, not the chapel. Chapel is a regime that's taken the threads of our beliefs and used them like puppet strings. Chorism runs deep enough in Kalen that it's worked on far too many people, far too long. What threads? Are dead, the closest thing we have to what you might call God. We listen to him and honor him above all else. Real chorism is about learning to hear those voices and honoring their wishes in ways that make sense. Chapel's version is that only they can hear the dead. You go to their priests to find out what your loved ones want you to do. So where's the pantheon fit into that? It's all of them, in chorus, hence, chorist. In chorism, it was an abstract concept, something that unites us. Wherever we are, the love we have for the people we've lost reaches up to the pantheon and connects us. Go far back enough. Hold on. And someone I love loved someone who loved someone you love. I show my respect to them by respecting you. Like a distant, annoying cousin. The chapel made it a tool of control. They say anointed priests in the highest tier can hear the pantheon like it's a single voice. They have privileged access to what all of our dead families are telling us to do. If you come to it cold, the lie is blatant, but if you're raised into it, it runs deep. Are there a lot of chorists in the Resistance? Most of us. This isn't a secular revolt. We've already had one of those in the 40s. That's how Medil got independence. Maybe a stupid question, but do you literally talk to the dead? Ever lost anyone? Yes. You can't hear their voice when you want to? Not enough? You get bad at it. Like craft. If you're told it's not possible, you'll never try hard enough to truly do it. Okay, so it's more like you imagine talking to him? That's a very southern way of looking at it. Even raised to devalue the impression someone leaves on you. The part of them you still carry when they're gone. To you, that's a static thing, a footprint. So any signs of life you get from it must be imaginary. To us, it's a real part of them. And the closer you were, the more you love them. The closer you were, the more you love them. The more of them you carry with you. What does getting better at it look like? I can't do puzzles. My partner could. If I could try one, I ask him, Cheetah, what's this bullshit? And it'll come to me. Not the full solution. I'll never be as smart as him. But some flash of insight he would have had. And I can take it from there. If I died first, he'd be sitting here telling you he can fix cars by asking me what the problem is. Sorry? How long since he passed? 2 years now. Killed by a riot priest. He wasn't even protesting. He cared about the fight more than I did. Truth is, he'd probably never have stood up to the chapel. Now I'm locked in, with his fire in me. Now I want to make them feel the pain of the mistake every time I suit up. Can you tell me something about him? Like what? Anything. He believes in me. Like no one else. Told you I'd never be as smart as him. I can already hear him jumping in to defend me. He'd be telling you I'm a genius with engines. He'd tell you I invented the carburetor, which I didn't. He'd tell you I won a hockey tournament for our team with my playbook of dirty tricks, which I guess I did. I used to carry his belief around with me like a torch. It lit up all the things I could do. Now, I carry it like a combustion engine. Jen leaves a respectful pause. He sounds great. He is. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for giving a shit. I like these chats. There need to be more of them. Like support conversations in Fire Emblem. Now, if I move on, I'm gonna start another mission. And I do not have the time for another mission, so I'm going to call it here. I know this is a very very under-exciting episode, but you know what? It's worth it. Yeah, so we're gonna call it there. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, or don't. I'm not your dad. Feel free to check out the funny cards there and there. With that, I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.